What's going on, Couch fam? These are my fantasy football rankings for week 8. Let's go on to the quarterbacks. By the way, if you're new to this channel, my name is Hussein the Brain. You're watching The Couch, and for the best value fantasy football content on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have the bell notification turned on so you won't miss future videos and live streams. For quarterbacks, I'm rolling with Patrick Mahomes again at QB1. People are panicking because he had one bad game. There is definitely worry there, but the worry meter out of a scale of 1 through 10 is only about a 2.1 for me. So worry is definitely on the lower side. I'm thinking guys like Josh Allen, the game script won't really fit this here. Bills should have a huge lead. Maybe run the ball, maybe play a little bit more conservative in the second half. Same thing with Kyler Murray, with the Packers lacking so much firepower on offense. The Cardinals should have a significant lead. And we're looking at a high-scoring game here. I'm going to be talking about this game quite a bit, actually. It's the Cowboys in Minnesota. So Cowboys going against the Vikings. Should be a very high-scoring game, and one that's not a complete blowout. Like maybe the Chiefs-Giants game could be a blowout. Like this Bills game could be a blowout, right? But we're expecting this Vikings-Cowboys game to be high-scoring. Lots of good running backs in this game. Lots of good wide receivers, good quarterbacks. So everybody's scoring a lot, and the game should be relatively close. Will probably come down to one score at the end, but definitely expecting at least 50 total points in this game. So this is a game that you may want to target in pretty much any fantasy format, whether you're playing DFS or just going head-to-head, playing redraft, dynasty, whatever you might be playing. This is a high-scoring game, and we like high-scoring games. My top QB that's not normally in the top 10 is going to be Daniel Jones. Now, I'm going to switch this up right here. I don't trust Daniel Jones that much. Yeah, let's put him down one spot. So let's put Joe Burrow at 8, going against the Jets. Let's put Daniel Jones at 9. Now, if he had all his weapons, I'd put him at 8, but he does not. So we don't know if Shepard's going to play. I don't think Saquon's going to play. We really don't know who's going to play. Kadarius Toney, Kenny Golladay. If those guys were healthy, we knew they were going to play, and they played a long time or enough this season to have built that chemistry and trust, not just for Danny Dimes, but trust for us fantasy owners, then I would like Daniel Jones a lot more. Unfortunately, we just don't have that yet. I mean, would you rather start Herbert or Danny Dimes? Man, that's such a close one. Oh boy. Man, it's hard to bench Herbert for Danny Dimes, right? Even Kirk Cousins, like it's really hard to. I can't do it. I mean, I'm starting Danny Dimes over Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if I put him at 10 or 11. I think we'll have it right. It's so close between the 9, 10, and 11 spot right here. So, Danny Dimes still a top 10 quarterback. My surprise guy is going to be Sam Darnold. No quarterback riskier than Darnold this week, but going against the Falcons, it really doesn't get much better than that. Falcons defense is atrocious. So Chuba Hubbard, you want to start him. Sam Darnold, yeah, you might. if you're bold enough, you may want to start Sam Darnold. And no, oh god, Geno Smith. Hey, Geno Smith looked good when he came in the game for Russell Wilson, that first game, right in the third quarter or wherever that was a couple weeks ago, and then he's looked like trash. But I think this could be a huge bounce back game for him. Still, I'm a huge Jameis Winston fan. I feel like he can score just as much as Sam Darnold. So I do like Jameis Winston quite a bit. I don't know why he's here. Maybe it didn't. I swore I ranked him higher. I don't know what's going on. but I like Jameis Winston a lot, so I'm going to go a little bit against the grain. The game script is perfect. The pass defense for the Bucs is atrocious. So I think Jameis Winston is going to finally have to throw the ball. Yeah, he could be as high as 12. But I think 15 is a good spot for him. I really do think Jameis Winston's going to be a QB1 this week. He's just so risky that I'm going to rank him outside the top 12. So Jameis Winston could be 13 or 14 easily this week, but I'm going to temper expectations. I recognize the risk-reward factor here. It's pretty high. And let's move on to running backs, but I did want to talk about this Cowboys-Vikings game and also our sponsor for this video, Monkey Knife Fight. So as far as the running back rankings go, we're going to see Zeke and Dalvin Cook, of course, fairly high. I got Dalvin at number 2, Zeke at number 9. So both these guys are fairly high. And Monkey Knife Fight is a daily fantasy sports player props platform. So basically, all you do is pick, is this player going to do well? Is this player going to do bad? It's pretty much like that. It's pretty simple. It's easy to win. We love it. We have a lot of fun. So you're going to follow my link. Go to Monkey Knife Fight. Go to New Game. So once you go to New Game, this is my one pick for this week. This is the one I like. We're going to go down to the game we've been talking about, and that's this Cowboys-Vikings game. Didn't want to cover that up here. Right here, let's go to the Cowboys-Vikings game, and we want to go to Touchdown Dance. And frankly, we've been winning so much on Touchdown Dance that I think they've lowered this payout to 1.5. But that's okay. This one stays the same at 4x, and that's the one we're going to target. So we're going to put in less money. So for this, let's say I would have put in $20. I'm going to put in $5 for this one, right? So if we put in $5 for the buy-in, we're going to win 20x. You pick the top 3 players to score the most touchdowns. So here are my percentages. I'm thinking that Ezekiel Elliott is going to have a 96% chance to score at least 1 touchdown. We're picking him. We got Dalvin Cook, 87% chance to score at least 1 touchdown. Justin Jefferson, and it gets really close, but Justin Jefferson at 57% to score a touchdown. Adam Thielen's 54% chance to score at least 1 TD. Cooper's at 48%. And Tony Pollard is at 28%. So those are my percentages. So I'm going with Justin Jefferson at 59% chance to score at least 1 touchdown. So we pick these 3 players, put them in, select this goal because the payout is nice and sexy. I'm going to do $5. And just as an example, I would do 20 if it was the 2x, but it's not. So I would do 20 here. But since we're going a little bit more risque, we're doing $5. $5 wins you 20. And I'm going to go ahead and submit that. We need to get 3 or more touchdowns to win. And I like that. So we'll submit it. And that's it. It's simple to play. So just follow the link below in the description. Use promo code COUCH. With that link, you're going to get free $5 games. So you can play literally what I just did for free if it's your first time signing up for MKF. Do that. Use promo code COUCH. You'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Follow the link below in the description. Use promo code COUCH. Good luck on Monkey Knife Fight. Back to the running back rankings. We're talking about who's going to be MVP. We're going to talk about that on tonight's podcast too. And Derrick Henry has a real shot at being MVP, which is a quarterback reward. But he's going to have to break pretty much every single season long or one single season rushing record to get that MVP title. And he can. He can actually do that. And I think this game is going to really show if he can. You know, if he's going to get 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, something like that. I think he's on that MVP pace. I think Kyler Murray and Tom Brady are the top 2, but Derrick Henry with a good game here could sneak into the top 3. Like, I don't think he's going to win. He's a running back, but it's worth considering him. Like he really is a very, very valuable player. The whole team is relying on him, and he's really good. And I mean, he's looking like a Hall of Famer for sure. I'd put him in the Hall of Fame. Let's see how his career ends, right? Still a young career. We haven't seen enough. I haven't seen too much, small sample size, but I'm saying, hey man, put this guy in the Hall of Fame already. That's how good he's looking. Like, you can't tell the story about the NFL without talking about Derrick Henry. That's for sure. We got to be wary of Nick Chubb coming back from that first game, but I'm all in. I think I'd rather have Nick Chubb than Darrell Henderson. I really do think so. Let's put Darrell Henderson down one spot here. So I like that quite a bit. You could even put Aaron Jones one spot higher. I don't know. I like how I got it here quite a bit. I know you guys see Austin Eckler ranked so low. It's really not any hate towards Eckler. I let all the hate go. I let all the Eckler's a bust go. I just think the Patriots are going to really try to focus on him. If you have Austin Eckler, you're 100% starting him in all leagues. So it's not like I'm saying don't start Eckler, but I think he's going to be the 10th best running back this week. I like him, but I think this week, temper expectations just a little bit. This is more, I mean, it's not going to change anything you do. You're still going to start Eckler. That's for sure. I got Chuba Hubbard ranked a little bit higher than most. I mean, I can really have this guy as high as 12. Maybe even 11. I really think this is the game for him. This is a great bounce back game for Sam Darnold and the Panthers going against the Falcons. It's in a dome, so no excuses. Lots of good weather conditions this week overall. But still, it's in a dome. Like, this just screams like a great bounce back game for the Panthers. Jury's still out, though, if the Panthers suck or not. Like, we're still not, just because they perform good this game, doesn't mean that the Panthers are in the clear. We still got to see. So Sam Darnold's going to bounce back. Chuba Hubbard's going to have a good game. We'll see. The real test is after this game, how the Panthers are going to be looking. We'll see. Yeah, and I love Devontae Booker if Saquon Barkley's out. Now, I don't think Saquon Barkley's going to play, but this is a huge problem game if you have Giants players. If you have Kadarius Toney, Shepard, I got Evan Ingram in a couple leagues as a bye week fill-in, leagues where I got Mark Andrews. I got Saquon Barkley and Devontae Parker going in leagues, and it sucks. So you may want to, with only 2 bye weeks this week, you may want to go hit waivers and go get another Giants player, or maybe Mecole Hardman might be available on the waiver wire free agency. Something where you got an emergency plan, because I haven't seen more questionable tags in my life for a game than this Giant. Well, really, they're all on the Giants. Yeah, there's a question that like 6 or 7 players are questionable for the Giants offense. So you may need a backup or emergency plan. I'm through with the Washington football team. I was so wrong about Antonio Gibson. I feel like it's bad luck, but really no excuses with him. I'm still thinking he has a shot to perform well. I don't know. Like, I'm telling you right now, I lost faith in this team. I lost faith in Antonio Gibson. But I think this week he has a really good shot at performing well. He doesn't look that bad to me in the game. Little bit closer game here against the Broncos. The Packers seem to have a pretty strong lead, especially with all the weird, crappy stuff going on that last game we saw week 7. So, I like him here. You know what? I'd rather start Darrell Williams. Forget about you, Antonio Gibson. I don't like you that much. I'd rather start Darrell Williams than Antonio Gibson, because I know this guy's going to be the running back. He's not going to split the backfield. And we say Antonio Gibson. We know McKissick's going to get 20-40% of the snaps. At least, if they're trailing, it's going to be at least half of the snaps he's going to have to split with McKissick. But we don't think they're going to be trailing. We think this is going to be a close game. So that's why I do like Gibson. But yeah, Darrell Williams is pretty much a must start. We can rank this guy pretty high. I mean, we could rank him ahead of Patterson and Fournette even. I could rank him as high as 14. So I do like Darrell Williams. It's just really hard to do these rankings. I'm doing my best, guys. Cut me some slack, please. Please. Let's see. Javonte Williams. I'd rather start Eli Mitchell over Gaskin. And I think that's about right. Something like this. Yeah, pretty confident in this. And I don't know what's going on with Alex Collins, but going against the Jags, I think we'll leave him here. And hey, everyone had Michael Carter on their bench. Maybe we actually do start Michael Carter and see what happens. I think this is the week. If you want to start Michael Carter, this is the week to start him. I think he'll get plenty of targets, plenty of touches, and I think he'll perform well. But this is the highest I'm willing to rank him. 23, that's extremely high for Michael Carter. Wide receiver ranks. Let's go, baby. DeAndre Hopkins has a great matchup. But Cardinals may not need to throw the ball that much. Deebo Samuel has a great matchup going against the Bears. He's an absolute stud. I mean, we're talking tier 1 wide receiver. Deebo Samuel, let's go. He's going to ball out. Justin Jefferson has a great matchup. I don't think Diggs is going to be trailing him or anything like that. So Jefferson has a great matchup, I feel like, against the Cowboys. Just don't throw it to him when he's on Diggs' side. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same thing. I'm on the Devontae Smith hype train. I haven't got off of it. And you know what? If he doesn't do well against the Lions, I'm calling it right. I will get off the Devontae Smith hype train. I'm just saying it right now. If Devontae Smith has a bad game, I'm gonna be off the Slim Reaper train. Like I'm done with it. This is the last time. I got him ranked wide receiver 16. That's nuts. You know, one guy I got ranked way too low is Dante Johnson. He's a must start. He's really good. And I'm going to put him right here, all the way up to 13. I think that's pretty fair. We got to put him much higher than that. And I like Keenan Allen just a tad more. T. Higgins is a good start this week, by the way. I like Keenan Allen just a tad more. And Amari Cooper just a tad less. There we go. Boom! That's perfect. All right, that's consensus. So consensus says McLaurin at 14. Consensus says BMW at 15. And oh boy, I'm so boring. I agree with the consensus, I guess. This is one guy that I want to talk about. Courtland Sutton. So Jerry Jeudy's first game back. He's an okay start. I would like for you to bench him if you can. If you can't, that's fine. You know, he'll probably do well. I think this game is a Courtland Sutton game, though. I really like him. And we're going to go ahead and rank him a bit higher. So I'm going to go all the way up. Here. Courtland Sutton, 23. That means he's a wide receiver, too. That means you're probably starting him this week. All right. That about does it. I do want to move Chase Claypool up just a tad. Let's move him up right here ahead of Tyler Lockett and move on to tight ends. All right, tight end rankings, week 8. Let's go. This is a big mess. Oh my God, Kyle Pitts at number 2. That's so sexy. Yeah, man, this is the best I can do with tight ends. It's so hard to rank them. I guess some of the guys that really stand out here. Okay, so Robert Tonyan if you have them, right, this is the week to start. I don't know what you're doing, right? If you have them on your, unless like you have a bye week coming up with another tight end, or you're saving him for that, but pretty much you have Robert Tonyan. If you're saving him for a game other than a bye week fill-in, this is the game, right? No MVS. MVS is likely out. Devontae Smith is out. Allen Lazard is out. That's the top 3 wide receivers are out this game for Thursday Night Football. So you're starting Robert Tonyan. You got to do it. I got him as a top 7. I mean, I can put him down to 10, possibly. But I can't put him any lower than 10, right? So whether you have Tonyan at 5 or you have him at 10, that still means you're starting Robert Tonyan. So the highest you can have him is 5. And the lowest you can have him is 10, right below Noah Fant. Right, because you want to start Tonyan over Evan Ingram, even though I love the game script. We already went over that Evan Ingram's technically questionable. Danny Dimes is going to throw the ball, but we see guys like John Ross and Pettis and Slayton get more targets than Evan Ingram sometimes. So it's not guaranteed that Ingram's going to be the target monster. It's not guaranteed he's going to get that target share. Matter of fact, it's looking like he might not. But the passing volume should be there for whoever's catching passes in New York. And Ricky Seals-Jones is still a good start. Jared Cook, Pat Freiermuth, Hunter Henry. We're going to have to rank him much higher if Jonnu Smith is out. Jonnu Smith's trending towards playing. But if Jonnu Smith were to be out, I would rank Hunter Henry probably 11, right ahead of Evan Ingram. So I'd put Hunter Henry right there. I don't trust Zach Ertz just yet, right? A lot of James Conner, a lot of Chase Edmonds. They got 4 other receivers there. So I'm having Zach Ertz here. He'll be playing, but still getting acclimated to that new team. Tommy Sweeney, I don't really trust him that much. We're going to put him right here. There we go. I think this is a good spot for Tommy Sweeney, the unknown tight end. All right, let's move on to defenses. Let's call out the elite. These are the elite, these top 3. So that's the Bills at 3, Niners at 2, and Rams at 1. That's the tier 1. I'm fine with any of them. You can rank them however you want. Bills could easily be number 1. Rams could easily be number 1. And Niners could easily be number 1. Now, some projections are showing the Bengals to be number 1. Possibly, maybe. I don't agree with that. But it's looking really sexy since Zach Wilson is out and Mike White is starting. Is Mike White better than Zach Wilson? Probably not, but I assume it's a possibility. Don't know too much about Mike White, but he is starting and Joe Flacco is not starting. So they did go get Joe Flacco after the Zach Wilson injury. And then, so it's kind of like this. Tier 1, right? Bills, Niners, Rams. That's tier 1. Tier 2, Bengals. Then we got tier 3. A lot of names in here. That's the Browns going against the Steelers. Bears going against the Niners. Steelers D going against the Browns. Cardinals D, Thursday Night Football. Broncos D, right there. That's tier 3. So if you can get one of these defenses, you're in good hands. So the top 9, that's your cutoff. Try to get a top 9 defense, and you're in good hands. After 9, it's pretty much random. Not going to pretend like I know how defenses are going to score. I do a pretty good job ranking these defenses. But after a certain point, like, we're talking about these guys, I don't know which defense is going to score. It just takes one play. And it usually is literally just one play with these low defenses to make it happen. I mean, like the Bucks are great, that you could roll with them and hope Jameis makes a mistake. Jags D going against Geno Smith, that's another good one. It's the Eagles D, great matchup, but you cannot trust the Eagles D. I mean, that team sucks, that defense sucks. Same thing with Seattle, man. I got them ranked 10, but they could easily be a lot lower. You know what? I would never do that. All right, let's put I would never bench the Bucks D. All right, let's put the Bucks at 10. All right. Bucks are at 10. Hopefully you not just skim me through this video so fast that you missed that. Otherwise, it could be deadly. All right, let's go on to kickers. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. If you are, smash that like. If you're not, Smash that dislike. Let me know what's up. All right, so we'll do the same thing, kind of break it off into tiers for kickers. So these top 3, tier 1. Got it? So that's Prater, Bass, and Gay. Top 3 kickers, tier 1. Any of these 3 are great. Matt Gay could be number 1. Bass could be number 1 easily. I like Prater slightly more this week. I would prefer having Tyler Bass on my team because I could start him this week. I can start him every week, right? And I'm always going to have Tyler Bass in the top 5, probably top 3 every single week. And then tier 2 would be Butker and Evan McPherson, kind of like that. You know, we can, maybe these guys are kind of going. And then you got some really good kickers here. Maybe this is tier 2. Sorry, let's make it more concise. Tier 2 would be Butker, McPherson. Excuse me. Tier 3 would be Koo and Zerline and McManus. And then it's a little bit wishy-washy after that. So hopefully you can get a top 8 kicker. And I think most leagues you can get one of these guys. Whether it be McPherson or Bass coming off a bye week, or McManus or Greg Zerline coming off a bye week. I really think at least 2 of these guys have been available on waivers or free agency. So try to get a top 8 kicker, and you should be able to do so. If not, Graham Gano is available in every league. Nobody has rostered Jake Elliott, who could be a decent kicker this week. Chris Boswell's okay. There's a lot of options here. You could go with the Titans kicker. It's pretty much just a guess. You know, it's after the 8, it starts to get really like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So try to get a top 8 kicker. All right, guys, there you have it. Make sure you follow the link below in the description. Check out Monkey Knife Fight. Use promo code COUCH. You're going to get free $5 a play. You're going to get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Follow the link below. Use promo code COUCH. Make sure you subscribe to both YouTube channels. This one, of course. And we have a second YouTube channel where we go live right after every Thursday night football game. That channel is called Fantasy Couch Podcast. So subscribe to that second channel, please, as well. Shows a lot of support and it's free. Smash that thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thumbs down if you did not. Let's go get that W this week, and I'll catch you on the next video / live stream.